Caps, thank you so much for joining me after this game. What do we say about this? I'll let you do the feedback here.
Yeah, it was definitely not not the best game. I think, yeah, we had a tough last week, so I wanted to have a better week this week. But so far, it was looking a bit shaky still. Obviously, I messed up a bit, so. Yeah, we'll look to do better tomorrow.
I mean, of course, but people are talking about the fact that you come back from MSI hangover, issues, readapting and everything. Do you think there's any truth to this?
I mean, I think we have a much better read, I think, on things this week. And I mean, I think the fact that I died so much and we still won the game definitely is like a good sign, right? Because I think we were close some of the games last week, but we just didn't have like the last push. But I think, you know, it's not the game we're happy with, or like not a game I'm happy with, but it's a win. And we needed, I think, 3 or 4 of those to make it out. So.
Yeah, but there's dominance associated to G2 and a certain level of play that we expect from you guys. But how hard is it to come back from international events when you don't have a lot of time in between to get ready, readjusting to the league, maybe being tired after that? How do you readjust to all this?
I mean, I think we had a lot of good takeaways from MSI, and we like learned a lot of like lessons. But I think we they're like, I guess, bigger lessons, or like. Yeah, I think, for example, if I just die like 5 times, then it doesn't really matter too much a lot of the other things we do, right? Because it's just going to make it a lot harder. And I think similar to some of the other, like last week, we were just way too hectic in a lot of our comps and a lot of like silly mistakes. So then it doesn't really matter too much about the super specific things. Yeah. So yeah, we will do better for sure.
I still think it's strange to see you guys do this type of silly mistakes, as you say. How do you explain it? The fact that you cannot focus sometimes, or maybe there's going to be some sloppy games?
I mean, I think it's just, a lot of it is just, I mean, some new champions, some matchups. I tried to fight the Varus and like sadly didn't make it out, but it's obviously not a matchup I played a lot. So definitely a lot of new matchups coming in this summer, and just have to get more used to them.
What do you think of the new matchups that we've seen? Because I know that in the LPL, for instance, there's a lot of AD mids coupled with AP junglers. Not something that we see too much in the LEC so far, but what do you think of the shift we've seen in mid lane and how it's going to shape the rest of the league and the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a huge change since the MSI, and I think while we don't see it as much, we still see it quite a bit, I think, in Europe, and especially in scrims. So it changes a lot of how we practice and how we see things, right? So yeah, we just have to get used to it. We have to figure out like where we want to be in this meta, and I do think we have a good understanding right now. It does makes it harder when I die a lot, but tomorrow I won't, and then it will be an easy win.
You were talking about learnings from MSI. Could you give me some specifics on this? Because you have been playing for such a long time. You and G2 have been playing together with this lineup for 2 years now. What are the learnings specifically from an event like MSI?
I think a big learning for us was like closing out games. I think we were quite far ahead in some of the later games at MSI, but then we were either too nervous or like we were not playing with the same like arrogance, I guess, so to say, as we usually do. Like I think in Europe we would play like way more aggro, but then maybe because it's T1, maybe because they are also playing like they're not making like silly mistakes again. They're not just getting caught out all over the place. They're actually making us like work for it. And I think we weren't able to close out the games well enough. So I think that's something we can learn a lot from, and also just from our practice. Like if we get really far ahead, we can take it the easy way and just like probably throw our items at them, right, and we will win. But we can also close it out a bit cleaner that maybe we would need against teams like T1.
All right, well, let's see what you guys can show tomorrow. Before I let you go, we've been honoring Faker throughout the day, and we'll keep on doing so throughout the weekend. And we've been asking players to do some memes, and to do some memes that Faker was happy and famous for throughout his career. So production, please show me what we have selected for Caps. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Caps, we know how good you are on the Rift. Maybe you want to show us how good you are on stage. We have a yoga mat, guys. Don't worry, we're not going to break Caps. Oh. I can take the mic. Maybe it's going to be easier for you guys. But please, honor us. Okay, that was equally amazing and dangerous. Thank you so much, Caps. I hope you're going to be okay. Sharks, take it away for PGL and BB. Back to you.
Oh, guys.
Guys.
Wait, are we allowed to have a window open in our room?
No, you're not.
What?
Why not?
No way!